Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's your boy from Rage's band, and I am so excited you're here today. Seriously, this is gonna be fun. You know, people always ask me, how do you have so much energy on stage? How are you always so... And honestly, it's not some big secret formula or a special energy drink. Though I do love a good iced coffee, let's be real. It's all about tapping into that energy that's already around you. It's about connecting with people, sharing a laugh, and just putting yourself out there. It's what we're talking about today, the power of being a little more extroverted. And I get it, I really do. Sometimes the idea of walking into a room full of people can feel like, whoa, that's a lot. It can be intimidating. I've been there. But what if I told you that stepping out of your comfort zone, even just a little bit, could completely change your world? It's like learning a new instrument. At first, it's awkward. You hit some wrong notes, but then you find the rhythm. Suddenly, you're not just playing music. You're creating something amazing. That's what embracing your inner extrovert is like. It's about finding your rhythm with the world. So today, we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about how opening yourself up can lead to incredible things. Stronger friendships, more confidence, and a ton of unexpected opportunities. It's not about changing who you are, it's about adding a new, powerful tool to your toolbox. Think of me as your hype man for this journey. We're going to unlock that positive energy together, and trust me, it's going to be awesome. Are you ready? Let's do this. Alright, first up, let's talk about social connections. This is the big one, you guys. Think about your favorite memories. I bet a lot of them involve other people, right? That concert you went to, that road trip, that time you laughed so hard you cried with your best friend. Those moments are the bedrock of a happy life. Being more extroverted is like putting out a giant welcome mat for those moments. It's about opening the door a little wider so more amazing people can walk into your life. You start saying yes to that coffee invitation, you strike up a conversation with someone at a show, and suddenly your world gets bigger and brighter. It's not about collecting friends like trading cards. It's about building a real, genuine support system. These are the people who will celebrate your wins, who will be there to pick you up when you stumble, and who will send you ridiculous memes at 2 a.m. just because they know it'll make you laugh. When you put yourself out there, you're sending out a signal, a beacon, and the right people, your people, will see that light and gravitate toward it. You start to realize that you're not alone in your weirdness or your passions. You find your band, your crew, your tribe. And the best part? It's a ripple effect. The more you connect, the easier it becomes. Your social muscles get stronger. That initial awkwardness of meeting someone new starts to fade, and it's replaced by genuine curiosity. You start asking better questions, you listen more deeply, and you build these bridges of understanding. It's how a small circle of acquaintances can grow into a rich, diverse network of friends who genuinely care about you. And that, my friends, is a superpower. It's having a safety net woven from laughter, shared experiences, and mutual support. Let's get into confidence. Oh man, this is a game changer. I remember my first few times on stage. My knees were knocking, my hands were sweating. I think I forgot the words to my own song. It was terrifying, but you do it. You get through it, and then you do it again and again. Each time, that little voice of doubt in your head gets a tiny bit quieter. That's exactly what happens when you start flexing your extrovert muscles in everyday life. Every time you speak up in a meeting, introduce yourself to someone new, or even just ask a stranger for directions, you're banking a small win for your self-assurance. Confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room or always having the perfect thing to say. It's an internal feeling. It's the quiet belief that you have value, that your voice deserves to be heard, and that it's okay to take up space. Regularly engaging with others is like a workout for that belief. You're practicing being seen and heard. You start to realize that people are generally pretty cool. They're not sitting there judging your every word. Most of the time, they're just happy to connect. This confidence then starts to spill over into every other part of your life. You become more willing to share your ideas, to defend your opinions, and to go after what you want. That hesitation you used to feel starts to dissolve. It's replaced by a feeling of, hey, I can handle this. You're not faking it till you make it anymore. You're making it. You're building a foundation of positive social experiences that proves you're capable, you're interesting, and you belong. And that feeling, it's absolutely priceless. You start walking into rooms not hoping to be invisible, but ready to be seen. Okay, let's talk about adaptability, which is basically the ninja skill of social interaction. Have you ever been with that one friend who can be dropped into any situation and just fit? They can hang out with your artsy theater friends, your super jock cousins, and your grandparents, and they connect with everyone. That's adaptability in action. When you make an effort to be more extroverted, you naturally start interacting with a wider variety of people. You're not just staying in your bubble with people who think and act exactly like you. You're meeting people with different backgrounds, different jobs, different opinions, and different favorite pizza toppings, which is very important stuff, by the way. This exposure is like a crash course in human nature. You learn that there's more than one way to look at the world. The things you thought were universal truths might just be your own perspective. It makes you more open-minded. Instead of immediately judging someone for being different, you get curious. You ask questions. You listen. You start to see the world not in black and white, but in a million shades of grey. This flexibility is incredibly valuable because life is constantly throwing curveballs at us. Being adaptable means you don't get so easily flustered when things don't go according to plan. A last-minute change of venue? No problem. Your friend brings an unexpected +1 to dinner? Cool. A new person to meet. You become more resilient, more resourceful, and way less stressed out. It's like being a social chameleon, but in the best way possible. You're not losing yourself. You're expanding your ability to connect and thrive in any environment. You learn to read the room, to adjust your communication style, and to find common ground with almost anyone. That skill makes you not just a better friend, but a better traveler, a better co-worker, and a more well-rounded human being. This one is huge, you guys. Opportunities. We often think of big breaks or lucky chances as things that just fall out of the sky. But more often than not, they come through people. Being more extroverted is like casting a wider net into the ocean of life. The more people you know and the more you engage with the world, the more likely you are to snag one of those amazing opportunities. It's simple math, really. If you stay home, your chances of bumping into your future boss, collaborator, or best friend are pretty much zero. If you go to that industry mixer, that neighborhood block party, or that friend of a friend's barbecue, the odds shoot way up. Think about it from a career perspective. So many jobs are filled through referrals and networking. That person you had a great conversation with at a conference might remember you when their company is hiring. That friend you made in your pottery class might be looking for a partner for a cool new project. These things don't happen because you're the most qualified person on paper. They happen because you made a human connection. You were present, you were engaged, and you were memorable. You put yourself in the path of serendipity. And it's not just about careers, it's about life opportunities. It's getting invited on a spontaneous weekend trip because you mentioned you love to hike. It's discovering your new favorite band because someone you just met recommended them. It's finding a new apartment through a friend of a friend. Proactively engaging with the world opens doors you didn't even know existed. You're not just waiting for life to happen to you. You're co-creating it. You're an active participant in your own story, constantly writing new, exciting chapters simply by showing up and being open to what comes next. Let's talk about energy and enthusiasm, because this is the fuel that keeps the whole engine running. There's a common misconception that being social is always draining. For introverts, that can definitely be true, and it's important to respect that need to recharge. But for everyone, social interaction can also be an incredible source of energy. Think about the buzz you feel after a great concert. the high you get from a fantastic conversation, or the warmth that spreads through you after a good laugh with friends. That's not you losing energy, that's you gaining it. It's a transfer of positive vibes. When you're sharing enthusiasm with someone, it doesn't get cut in half. It doubles. It's contagious. When you're excited about a project, a song, or even just what you had for lunch, and you share that with someone who gets excited with you, it amplifies that feeling tenfold. This creates a positive feedback loop. You share positive energy, you get positive energy back, which makes you feel more motivated and optimistic. It's like being a human solar panel, soaking up all the good energy around you and using it to power your own life. This enthusiasm becomes a driving force. It's what helps you push through a tough workout, stay up late to finish a creative project, or just get out of bed in the morning with a more positive outlook. When you're connected to others and feeding off that collective energy, you feel less like you're pushing a boulder uphill by yourself. You feel like you're part of a team, all pushing together. This shared motivation and positive outlook can completely transform how you approach challenges and goals. It makes the hard stuff feel more manageable and the good stuff feel even better. Last but not least, let's get into communication skills. This is the nuts and bolts, the practical magic of it all. The more you talk to people, the better you get at it. It's that simple. It's like practicing an instrument. Your first few conversations might be a little clunky, like fumbling through your first chords. You might talk too much, or not enough. You might not know what to ask. But with practice, you find your rhythm. You learn the tempo of a good conversation. You start to develop a real ear for dialogue. Frequent socializing is the best training ground there is. You learn how to articulate your thoughts more clearly because you have to do it over and over. You get better at telling a story, at landing a joke, at explaining a complex idea. You also become a much better listener. You learn to pick up on nonverbal cues, the shift in someone's posture, the look in their eyes, the tone of their voice. You learn that communication isn't just about transmitting information, it's about building a connection. It's a dance of speaking and listening. And these skills are invaluable in every single area of your life. They help you nail a job interview, resolve a disagreement with a loved one, ask for what you need, and connect with people on a much deeper level. Effective communication is the bridge between your inner world and the rest of humanity. The more you practice building those bridges, the stronger they become. You find that you can express your true self more easily and understand others more profoundly. It's about turning monologues into dialogues and turning strangers into friends, one conversation at a time. So, there you have it. 6 incredible ways that embracing a little more extroversion can fill your life with positive energy. We talked about building amazing friendships, boosting your confidence, becoming more adaptable, finding incredible opportunities, fueling your enthusiasm, and sharpening your communication skills. It's a lot, I know, but it's all connected. It's about opening yourself up to the world and seeing what amazing things the world sends back to you. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about discovering new sides of the person you already are. Remember, this isn't a race or a competition. You don't have to become the life of the party overnight. Maybe your first step is just smiling at a stranger. Maybe it's texting a friend you haven't seen in a while to say hi. Or maybe it's saying yes to an invitation you would normally turn down. Every small step is a victory. It's about progress, not perfection. Be kind to yourself, celebrate the small wins, and enjoy the journey. The goal is to build a life that feels more connected, more vibrant, and more full of joy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I truly believe that there is so much positive energy out there just waiting for us to tap into it. I hope this inspired you to take one small step outside your comfort zone this week. Let me know in the comments what your first step is going to be. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. Until then, Stay awesome, keep connecting, and we'll see you at the next show.